Social media is something that is destroying our society. You probably hear that all the time, and then you're like, yeah, that's pretty true. And then you grab your phone and you keep scrolling all day long. I was the exact same way. I knew that my mental health was atrocious because of these apps, yet I did nothing about it. I kept scrolling, watching stupid fucking videos, and wasting my time. Eventually in my life, I got into such a deep depression. I was filled with anxiety, fear, worry, overthinking about everything, and I knew I had to make a change. And the first step that I took was getting rid of social media. I've been off of social media for about 2 years now, and it's completely changed my life. We'll just say 1.5 years because I've fallen back into my bad habits once in a while, but it's been a long ass time since I've been on social media. I was constantly in a state of fear and anxiety and worry my entire life, and it wasn't until I got off these apps that I realized that I was so anxious and fearful, because this is just who I was. I had no idea that I could live life any other way. Once I got off these apps, finally gained some mental clarity and some peace, I never wanted to go back again. I want you guys to experience that same mental clarity, peace, mental health that you've probably never had before. If you are constantly in a state of fear, anxiety, stress, depression, this video's for you. In today's video, I'm just gonna go over some downsides of social media to actually motivate you to get off these apps. Because if you don't know what these apps are doing to you, you're not gonna wanna get off. You're gonna think, oh, this is my feel-good chemical for the day. This is my dopamine for the day. I'm just gonna keep doing this every fucking day, hours a day. But if you know what this shit is doing to you, you'll actually want to make a change. And I wasn't planning on this, but tomorrow's video, I'll go over how you can actually get off of these apps, because it's a bad habit that you're so stuck in that every time you have anxiety, what do? You grab your phone, right? You go to Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. That's the first thing that you do. And it's so ingrained into your habits, into your subconscious mind. So I'll dedicate tomorrow's video to helping you guys break that bad habit. I'm only going to go over 5 downsides of social media in today's video. But if you can think of more, leave them in the comments below. I know I could think of a lot more, so maybe I'll make a part 2. The first downside is the social comparison that you make to other people. I don't care what you say. Maybe you say, bro, I've heard this a million times before. I'm not the type of person to compare myself to everyone. But that's what humans do. That's what we are subconsciously programmed to do. And this is what our ancestors did to see where they fit into their tribe. Were they the leader? Were they the helper? What kind of role did they play in their tribe? They had to compare themselves to other people and place themselves on the social totem pole in order to survive. And that may be a reason why you feel like shit all the fucking time. You see people smiling on vacation, flexing their shit. They're richer, they're more beautiful than you, they're more successful than you, and you compare yourself to that all day long, and you're addicted to comparing yourself to that, whether you believe it or not. Even if you're saying, bro, I'm not materialistic, I don't care if people are more attractive than me, your subconscious mind cares. Your subconscious mind is constantly comparing yourself to other people, and if you don't feel good, it's probably because of these social comparisons that you make to people that look better than you with their edited photos, and they take 1,000 photos and pick the perfect angle, or the people that are more successful than you, rich, who knows how much money they have. They could have just rented that car they just took a picture with. Or maybe they're more jacked than you. They're taking a picture in the perfect lighting, they're flexing. And when you compare yourself to these people that only show their best life, because social media is a highlight reel of someone's life. They're never going to show their flaws online, their downsides online. They're going to show them happy, smiling, having fun, going to parties, on vacation, and you're just sitting slouched on your couch watching everyone do all this shit. You're going to get FOMO, you're going to feel like shit, you're going to compare yourself. The only way to stop this comparison habit is to get off these apps. And you'll still subconsciously compare yourself to the people around you. That's what human beings do. But now you're not comparing yourself to someone who's showing their best life, who's showing someone who they literally are not. They're so fake online. Everyone's so fucking fake. Downside number 2 is the amount of dopamine you get from these apps. These apps spend billions split testing, optimizing their apps, getting the perfect color scheme, the perfect notification sound, the perfect notification, so that you stay on their app as long as possible, so you see as many ads as possible. They know exactly what video, what picture to show you exactly when you want to see it. They know exactly how many posts you should see before they show you an ad. They've optimized these apps so perfectly. They get the most brilliant minds on this planet, get them together and find out how can we get people addicted to this app? How can we get people to stay on our app as long as possible? And you've fallen victim to that. I've fallen victim to that. Everyone that uses social media has fallen victim to that. Dopamine is the motivation chemical. When our ancestors had a successful hunt, or they successfully reproduced, or they found some food, an apple in a tree, their brain released an insane amount of dopamine to tell them, yo, go do this again. Good shit. Good job. I like this. Keep doing this. So then they put in the hard work to survive and reproduce. But now we get an infinite supply of dopamine in a fucking rectangle inside of our pocket. So what are you motivated to do? Scroll. The next downside to social media is the amount of fear and negativity that are on these apps. Maybe you scroll, oh, someone's died. You keep scrolling, oh, someone's fighting. Oh, you keep scrolling, oh, there's some negative news. You ever wonder why negativity, fear, worry is so propped up on these apps? It's never positivity, love, gratitude. It's never that shit. It's always what's the most negative and whatever is going to put you in a state of fear. The reason for this is because what do you do when you're in a state of fear, stress, anxiety? You grab your fucking phone and go on their apps. If these apps were optimized to teach us how to be happy and healthy, we would no longer be addicted to these apps. We wouldn't want to go on their apps anymore. They'd lose all of their customers and all of their money. So if you decide to continue to go on these apps, be very aware of the content you're consuming and how it's making you feel. The fourth downside, which kind of connects to the last one, is their algorithm. They know exactly what you want to see, and this gets you hooked on their app. They know exactly the type of posts that you like. They know exactly the type of posts that you view for longer than others. They know exactly what to show you, exactly when to show you it. I also heard something that the algorithm is meant to keep you addicted like a slot machine. Like, you don't win every time, but you win every once in a while, so that you keep playing the game, right? So you keep losing money, but oh, I won a little bit. Maybe I'll keep playing. You lose. Oh, but I won a little bit, and you keep playing. You get addicted to that shit. That's why casinos are so addicting. And social media is the exact same way. You'll see a boring post, a funny post, a boring post, a hot girl, a boring post. Oh, that's funny. It's like a slot machine, bro. It keeps you addictive. This is what the algorithm is made to do. It's insane how optimized these apps are to keep you on their app, to keep showing you ads, to keep you controlled, and to keep their power over you. I'm guessing you are on the self-improvement side of the internet, of the self-help side of the internet. And yeah, social media can be a great tool for that kind of shit. And maybe the algorithm that you're seeing is all learning knowledge. But like, bro, it's such a waste of time to learn about all this shit and not actually apply yourself. Maybe this is the only YouTube video you're gonna watch today. I really fucking hope so, but chances are you've been on YouTube for 2 hours straight, and you're gonna be on YouTube for another 2 hours. And it's because these algorithms know exactly what to show you, exactly when to show you it. And the fifth and final downside that I'll go over in today's video is the amount of time you spend on these apps. I don't know if you realize how much time you spend scrolling, how much time you spend on YouTube, how much time you waste on this shit. Again, you're probably on the self-improvement side of TikTok, of YouTube, of all of these apps, and you think you're learning, which this is a trap in and of itself, making you feel like you're being productive, releasing that dopamine. Oh, I just learned, I'm productive today. I can finally relax. But if you're not actually hitting the gym and you're just watching Chris Bumstead, that's not doing shit. If you're just learning how to meditate and not actually fucking meditating, what's the point, bro? What's the point of gaining all this knowledge and wasting all this time if you're not actually applying yourself? You clearly have an insane attention span for the ability to watch this video thus far. And most people, they're stuck on TikTok watching 7-second videos, scrolling, oh, what's next? And they think, oh, I've only watched a few videos, they're all 15 seconds long, how much time could have passed? But you are in such a fucking trance, in a fucking hypnotic state, that time just goes by like that. You don't even realize what you're doing. You're not conscious of what you're doing. You're not mindful of what you're doing, and time slips by so quickly. One of my boys that I coach, every single day, he sends me his screen time to keep him accountable. And you can do the exact same thing. At the end of the day, make a note of your screen time, and each day just try to get better and better. At first, you'll notice, holy fuck, I've spent all day on this app. I've spent 10 hours on my phone. What the fuck am I even doing? But little by little, you'll get better and better. And in my next video, I'll go over some tips to help you guys break this bad habit so you no longer have these apps controlling you, because if you don't control this bad habit, it's going to control you. Mark Zuckerberg once said, what's good for the world is not necessarily what's good for Facebook. The man who runs Facebook and Instagram and Meta, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're trying to make a virtual universe. They're trying to get you to stay inside all day in their fucking virtual world, working online. You'll never speak to anyone face to face again. You'll never leave your house. Take control of this shit, or it will control you. Again, you can use these for positivity, for knowledge. Just make sure you actually apply yourself and don't just learn all. Bro, I get in the habit of watching YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video, even taking notes on some videos in some cases. But if you don't actually apply what you're learning, it just becomes a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of your dopamine levels, and you feel productive when you're not. Also, feel free to create videos if you feel so inclined. Just don't be such a consumer all the time. I hope this video helped you become a little more aware of what these apps are doing to you, and hopefully you gain some motivation to actually maybe delete the app, maybe get off these apps for a little bit longer, maybe record your screen time at the end of the day, make this a habit, and slowly you'll see your screen time going down and down and down. And if this video has already been out for a day, check the link in the description. I'll have my next video, how to actually break this habit. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video.